Hey. All right, I didn't know I was live yet. What's up? Hey you, hey you. Happy Friday, TGIF. Which reminds me, gonna be starting my podcast shortly when life sees fit. And it will be on Fridays when I do start it. But what's up? I got a little time and I was gonna do a part three to actually, is it a part three? Yeah, I was gonna do a part three to um, the type of man I'm attracted to in my life, and then I was also thinking of doing a part two to the type of woman I am and what differentiates, excuse me from most women. But I don't have a lot of time, so I'm just gonna keep it short and sweet, and I'm gonna do the part three to. Sorry, I have my hat on today. I like how the sun is shining on me though, so I don't know if I want to keep it on for my live, but I was just gonna do part three to the story time I was doing using myself and my daughter as the example of not letting people speak doubt and speak negativity and speak restraint. That wasn't the word I want to use, but street doubt, uh, negativity, limits, restraints over your life. And so today I did my live and I wrote in the description, don't let people kill your curiosity. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Now, usually I don't wait for anyone to get on. Okay, I like the sun shining on me. I'll put my hat back on later. Let's see, maybe we could do it backwards, B-boy style. um, I usually wait. Okay, it says there's five people on. I usually don't wait. I just start talking and you get in where you fit in. But I decided to give a few minutes. What's up? Hey, get fit. How are you? Hello, Dino Wrath. I hope that's how you say it. Hola, ¿cómo estás, mi amiga or amigo? And hi, Arnob. Can I be your girlfriend? Depends what you're offering. I'm glad that you're good. Okay, I don't know. I have my hat on today, and I like right now when I put it on for my live, I feel like it blocks the sun. You know, the sun is like my best asset. What do y'all think? Should I do hat? No hat. Let me know. So you guys are checking in. Where are you checking in from? Spain. You're checking in from Spain. Thank you for checking in from Spain. Get fit. I am well. I had a day. I feel like every day I get out, I have a day, and I have like these strange encounters with people. People just come up to me, say things. I went and I walked around the mall today just to get some steps in and to kill time. And then I went in this boutique that I love. I always get dresses when I go in the boutique. And I was like, I'm not gonna get nothing, but I always find something that I want. And then they had so many things that I wanted, and they were having a really good sale. But I ended up just getting this one dress and I was not gonna get it because I didn't like a certain part of the dress, the design. But then the guy that was working the store was like, "Try it on," and he was like, "With your skin tone." And I don't think he was just. I don't think he was being salesy. He was just really being nice. He was like, "With your skin tone, you have like a rosy skin tone. It'll be flattering on you." So I tried it on, and I was like, "Oh, it has pockets." So girls in the dresses with pockets. That's the whole thing. And then I noticed that you could pull it off the shoulders. So that really sold me. I ended up getting a dress, and some other things happened to me. I was walking around the mall. Oh, I have a whole story of that man. I'm gonna come back and do a story time about that. But anyways, what's up? I live in Massachusetts. Oh, you're checking in from New York. Okay, good. You're not too far from me. Which part of New York? Like a 3 hour drive. I always go to Vegandale. I'm so upset. I'm not going this year, so I'm upset about it. But what part of New York are you in? I'm from Massachusetts. Hello, Irvis. Thank you for the kissy faces. Thank y'all for the hearts. Hi, Hari. I hope that's how you say your name. Hello, madam. Okay, I like that. I know Swift. Oh, you're a Swiftie? Thank you for the compliments and thank you um, for complimenting my locks. I'm coming up on my 5 year, damn, on my 5 year. I'm gonna just take my headphones out. I'm coming up on my 5 year anniversary in October of locking my hair. So thank you. Hi, you love Taylor. I figured by your name. Hi, Bassett. And oh, you're in upstate New York. Okay, cool. You ever come to Massachusetts? Not that far of a drive. Most people go to Boston. I'm in Springfield, which is still 2 hours from Boston, but it is what it is. So how's y'all day going? She's totally your queen. I like Taylor. She's a Sagittarius, so I have to like her because she's a Sagittarius. And she's born in December. You know, December Sagittarius are the best. Just want to put that out there. So I was gonna do my story time. I mean, I guess it's not a story time. Sorry, I was just gonna do my India talk on not letting other people kill your curiosity. Oh, you come to Springfield, Lee, Boston, and Cape. Okay, cool. We'll have to meet up. We'll have to catch up. That's cool that you come here. I love that. Especially that you come to Springfield. Most people only come to Boston. And damn, I haven't been to the Cape in a minute. So thank you for the reminder. Please make sure you're staying hydrated. It's hot as hell today, but I love it. You're at a birthday party. Okay, enjoy the birthday party. And happy birthday to whoever it is. All right. Don't got a lot of time. So I wanted to talk about not letting people kill your curiosity, right? Because me as a grown adult at my big age, I've spent my life teaching myself Spanish. I'm very into languages. Like, I don't like being around people and they're conversating and I don't know what they're saying. And I just love languages and linguistics and culture. And so I've always had a thing for languages, okay? And when I was growing up, my grandmother and my mom, basically all of my family killed my curiosity of wanting to learn languages. And at the time, growing up in the 80s and the 90s, it was more Spanish. Spanish was the popular language. That's what you take in school and stuff. And like, I would try to go to other classes outside of school and like read books and listen to things that were in Spanish. And my grandmother forbid it. She forbid it. She was like, "What are you trying to learn Spanish for? You don't know no Spanish people, and you ain't gonna ever speak Spanish." And I was just like, "That," like, and back then you stayed in the kids' place and you couldn't back talk or say, express yourself. So I didn't really become fluent in Spanish until just a couple years ago. I've really taken the time to teach myself Spanish. And so I'm practicing speaking it a lot more in my day. And there are people like, "Are you Spanish? Are you Puerto Rican?" Like, "Oh, you did?" And I'm like, "No." And they're like, "How do you know Spanish?" And I'm like, "I taught myself." And so I wanted to start off with that because it reminds me of a story just with my daughter. My daughter is she's very much like me. Hi, Arnab. Um, she's into languages and she watches things in different languages. She watches things in Spanish, she watches things in Swahili and Japanese. I mean, she watches a plethora of things. And then she's also practicing saying the words out loud. And I'm always, being her biggest fan. What? Is somebody playing around on my channel? I don't know. I just got like a weird notification on here. And I don't know if this is a real notification or what. That's really strange because that's never happened. And I don't know if I should continue or you think it's a joke. That's what I think too. I don't know. Anyways, let me finish. Dag. Anyway, so my daughter watches all this stuff in different languages. I allow it. I love it. I want my daughter to speak multiple languages if that's what she likes, if that's what she's into. Her father and then the family on her father's side, the grandma, the dad, everybody, they would get so upset because she'd be watching stuff like when we go over to his mom's house, she's watching cartoons on the TV and they would be like, oh, she needs to turn that off because this is in another language and we don't know what it's saying. And I'm like, so she into it, she understands, and she's actually saying the same words. Like if you take time to watch to see what she's interested in instead of just trying to make her do what you want to do, and they're like, well, nobody in this house speaks those languages, so she don't need to be watching that stuff. She needs to learn English. And I have to be in mama bear mode. Like I don't care what you're talking about, I'm not gonna kill my daughter's curiosity, and I don't let other people kill my daughter's curiosity. So it was always a verbal battle between them. And even with the dad, like it used to make me upset with her father because I'm just like, he'd be like, well, I don't understand what it's saying, so I don't want her watching that. And I'm like, oh, first of all, you don't want to learn, you have no desire to learn other languages. When I was teaching myself Spanish at the time, he used to always say to me, every time I would be practicing Spanish, he'd be like, oh, let me find out you're trying to learn Spanish to leave me for a Spanish man. And why are you trying to learn Spanish? Because I don't know what you're saying, and you're trying to leave me for somebody Spanish. And at first I thought it was a joke, but it was like the longer it went on, I started to realize like, oh, you're insecure, and I don't even know what you're talking about. Like I like to travel. My plan is to travel and to meet other people and be able to speak to anybody wherever I go. That's why I'm so obsessed with languages. But he used to like make those jokes about me, and then the more that he would tell me he didn't want her watching stuff in other languages because he didn't understand. I remember the last argument I got into him with, I'm just like, bro, you don't know what her brain is receptive of. She practices, she says the words verbatim of the languages that she's learning. So it's like a kid's brain is a sponge, it soaks up all this stuff. Just because you're in your 40s and you're all you're all smoked out, your brain's all smoked out, and it doesn't work, and you don't even have the patience and the attention span to sit down and learn whatever it is. You're not about to kill my daughter's curiosity because I'm watching me in real time from when I was a kid. I would have been bilingual a long time ago if somebody didn't kill my curiosity, if somebody didn't tell me that I can't do something because they don't want me to do it, and that they don't understand it, and that they're not interested in it. I don't allow people to do that to my daughter. Not even her own father, not her grandmother, her grandfather, the uncle, none of them, because they're all stuck in their ways. And that's why I'm so glad that I got away from them. And like now my daughter watches whatever she wants in peace, and nobody's there to bother her or try to turn it off or try to make her just solely watch it in English. That shit really pisses me off. And I'm like, no, my daughter's gonna speak multiple languages because I'm watching me. She is my inner child outside of my body, and it's like watching her reminds me of all the things that was stripped away from me, all the things I was interested in, all the things that I loved that I wasn't allowed to do because everyone around me just labeled me weird and crazy, because it was like, oh, India wants to learn languages, oh, India likes to sew, oh, India's into crochet, she's not into all the stuff, she doesn't like all the stuff that all the other kids did. So I was forced to go outside. Now mind you, I like going outside, but I was forced to be a tomboy. And then even when I was outside, like I didn't want to do everything that everybody else was doing outside. I'm my daughter, like my daughter loves rocks, and she loves the trees, and she loves the dirt, and she loves bugs. Like the other day I had to stop her from picking up a bug, and then I had to channel my inner child. Like I used to always collect grasshoppers and fireflies and all that shit. Like when you have a kid, kids are here to teach you. I know that we think that they're our property and that we teach them and allow them to do and not do, but it's like it's an equal exchange. Your kids are here to teach you to tap into your inner child, things that to help you tap into your creativity, things that you have forgotten about that you like or are interested in. And then yes, you are here to mold them and guide them. You're not here to control them. So I want to share that and say, don't let motherfuckers kill your curiosity, and definitely don't let them do it to their kids, no matter who they are. Because I've had to go against my own child's father when it comes to not allowing him to kill our curiosity. But what's up? Hello to Tip Top Health. You hope my day is going good. It is. I had an interesting day. I went to the mall today, bought myself a new dress, and it wasn't intentional. It was just I went to the mall trying to kill time, and I did a whole story at the beginning, but I bought a dress today at the mall. What's up, Aztec? How are you? Thanks for the emojis. I hope that y'all's day is going good. Oh, and it was a prank notification. Okay. I was almost giving me palpitations. I'm like, damn, I'm about to end my live. I only got on here for a couple of minutes. But yeah, I wanted to talk about that. Yeah, so I guess that somebody buried my curiosity because as an adult, I have taught myself Spanish. I'm right now teaching myself how to play chess because life is literally chess, checkers, and Monopoly. All three. I know people try to just say that cliche of like life is chess, not checkers, but it's all of it. Like I know how to play checkers, obviously, and I know how to play Monopoly. It's chess, yo. So I'm teaching myself chess right now, and I'm learning, but it's so complicated. I'm like, whenever I get this, yo, I'm gonna be a fucking mastermind. I'm already a mastermind in a plethora of things, but when I really understand how to play chess and dominate that shit, it's like the missing thing for me in my brain. Oh, you like chess? Come here. We need to play. Oh, sorry, little ants. I didn't kill it. I flicked it off. Do you play chess? Are you good at it? Yeah, I'm learning right now on an app on my phone. And then I had a really nice chess set. I'm never gonna get it back now because it's at that house with that kangaroo. So I gotta buy myself a new chess set. But right now I'm learning on my app, and I'm learning the pieces, and I'm learning to move, and I'm learning how, but a lot of it is I'd be like, what? And I'd be getting it right. So I guess that I'm understanding it, but I'm a rookie, so I don't be feeling like I understand. But if you ever come here again, we could connect and we could play chess. You could teach me. I'm so excited. Thank you for checking in from the Philippines. I think your name says Replica. I don't know. I got on eyeliner today. It is like fucking with my eyes, but so yeah, I just wanted to use that story of like not letting people kill your curiosity. That was heavy on my head as far as the languages. I definitely had to go to bat with a lot of other things that people try to kill my daughter's curiosity specifically. Like I'm an adult, so nobody could kill my curiosity. Whatever the fuck I want to learn or I'm attracted to or want to do, I do. Except I just had to fight for my life. A man was trying to isolate me and keep me in the house. But since I've gotten free, I'm just out here frolicking and getting back to myself. You said that you hate chess because that's your ex-girlfriend's favorite game. Damn, don't let her fuck up chess for you. That's fucked up. Chess is a skill set, okay? Chess will help you in real life. I am not a fairy tale girl. I am not into fantasy. I'm not into other people's imagination. Like, I don't like Harry Potter. I don't like anything made up. I'm a very is it nonfiction? I'm a very nonfiction girl. I like real life stuff. I like documents. I like things that I could learn from and watch on like TV or a show or something, but then I could use it in real life. So I think that you should remove the stigma of her. Like, now I want to know the backstory of this. She must have did something crazy too. She must have used her skill set of loving chess she must have used it in a negative way and put you in a fucked up situation. That's all I could think of. But you need to learn chess because life is definitely chess. You always got to stay 2, 3, 4 steps ahead of each other. And the reason why I want to learn chess is because I'm from the hood. If you're from the hood teaches you to always keep your head on the swivel. That's why I don't like just stay focused. I'm always looking around my surroundings. I'm like watching, but that's just an embedded skill set from living in the hood and always having to be in survival mode. But chess will allow you to like be in survival mode, be a master of survival mode without having to actually be surviving. It will actually help propel you a lot further if you learn chess. Who? What the hell are you talking about, Tom? I don't even know, but hold on, because your little picture looks wild. I was like, is this blackface? I don't know what the fuck this is, but what's up, Tom James 60? When did I get out of rehab? About a year ago. I was never in rehab though. Oh, Dice Aztec? Nah, I never got into Dice. I feel like Dice is for like men, really, and then like men who are like heavy drinkers, drinking their 40s, drinking their fucking natural ices, some hood shit, and shooting dice. So I never got into shooting dice. There's like a lot of couple of things that I don't do that is like hood related or black related. So like I don't play. I never even learned how to play dice. So I don't know how to do that. I do know how to play dominoes. Am I like a big fan of dominoes? Not necessarily, but I do know how to play it. I do know how to play spades, but I don't play spades. It becomes too violent. It gives too much anxiety. But I know how to play spades, but I won't play it. I refuse to play spades. So you can take my black card for that if you want. I don't care, but I don't play spades. And yeah, things that solidify you and your blackness. I be shying away from a lot of it, especially if things get violent or it's just like you should know how to do this solely because you're black. Like I don't got time for that. See, right? Spades is fun until it gets out of control. It is. Well, if I go to family functions and stuff, like, and they're always looking for a spade player, nope. I don't even let people think that I don't know how to play spades, just to not get involved in that, because it gets too emotional, it gets too personal, it just gets too much, and I can't. But I'm glad that y'all know what I'm talking about. So yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. I'm teaching myself chess. I'm practicing because I know Spanish. I just don't practice speaking it with people. So I'm practicing speaking Spanish every day with more and more people. And I'm just like watching my daughter blossom and seeing that she's into all the things that I'm into. Oh, another thing. So like my daughter, my daughter is me growing up. As far as watching shows, like I wasn't the typical girl. Like I don't like Aladdin, and I kind of got into Beauty and the Beast, but not really. I don't like Cinderella. I don't like all those Disney shows, right? I liked Trolls growing up. And I used to have all the trolls, and I used to get made fun of because like, ew, trolls are ugly and they're all colorful and they got crazy hair. Like, already, like, I loved trolls. And so seeing what my daughter is interested in shows, she doesn't like any of the Disney stuff. Like, honestly, she won't really get into it. And then it would bother her father's mom, her grandma. It would bother her because when we go over there, she's always trying to put on Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse and buy her, and she won't. She doesn't like it. And I would tell her, I'm like, she doesn't like that. And she'd be like, oh, all kids like this. Like, no, you can't categorize all kids. She doesn't fucking like Disney. She don't like Mickey Mouse, and she don't like Minnie Mouse. And she probably gets it for me because I don't like it. Turns out my daughter loves Trolls. And I'm like, see? We're attracted to like positivity, things that are colorful, things that are engaging, things that are happy. She wanted my daughter to like Disney, which is evil and demonic, number one. And then number two, she wanted her to like Smurfs because they refer to themselves as Smurfs. That's why they always used to get my daughter everything blue. And then I had to do education on the Smurfs. The Smurfs are all men and they're all blue. And it's like the mom and the dad, and then it was the one girl that was accepted. So I was feeling like I was the one girl that was accepted, but not really. And then you're trying to cohort. Anyways, I'll do a story time on that another day. But she was getting upset that she was like, oh, why does she like Trolls? And then my daughter likes Bluey. And Bluey is about a family. It's a show for kids that are autistic. And so it's a family related show. And so I'm like, oh, I like that show because it's all about family. It's all about the mom and the dad doing family stuff and taking their kids on adventures and experiences, and she was just like, I don't understand that. I don't like that she likes that, and I don't like that she likes trolls. And now in my head I'd be like, I know you fucking don't, because all you do is like demonic evil shit that fucking makes you sad and depressed. And so if you ever watch the Trolls, I always refer to my daughter's father's family as the Bergens. They're the Bergens. They live in Bergen Town. They're just like so miserable. They have no happiness, and they just get up and hate their life every day. And then they look for people who are trolls, who are naturally happy, and they want to get some of that. So they want to eat you alive. They want to siphon your energy so that they could have what you naturally possess, and it'll never be enough for them because they're not fucking happy. They're miserable at the fucking core. So I was just like, dag, I wish that I had all my trolls from back in the day, because those were the authentic trolls. All the ones now are they're just plastic. But yeah, so I was just like, wow, watching my daughter, she is me, and it's allowing me to remember the things that I liked as a kid and how I was different from the crowd. And I don't think that anything's wrong with that. I think that you should embrace that. I think that you should want to be different. I think that you should just embrace who you are and not force your kids. Like, if you were forced, like me, like I was forced to be a part of the crowd and like try to fit in and do what all the other kids were doing or interested in, and I was restricted from what I was actually interested in. And so I purposely allow my daughter to just be who she is, and I watch her. I'm very in tune with her. I watch what she's interested in. If she's interested in, then I invest in her and what she's interested in. I don't try to make her do what other people want her to do, or what seems cool, what seems to be the norm. You know what I'm saying? Like, my daughter's very like, my daughter, I'm looking right now for a parkour class to put my daughter in. Everybody else is like, put her in soccer. Oh, fuck no. Not that anything's wrong with soccer. But she's not into that. Like, she likes to climb and flip and all that stuff. So it's like, yeah, I could put her in gymnastics. If I put her in gymnastics, that's gonna be me living vicariously through her. So I'm trying to look for a parkour class to put her in, and probably even gymnastics. But when I was growing up, that's the other thing. Let me tell you a story real fast. Let me see. I got a couple more minutes. I went to go see what is she? This lady, she specializes in moving your fascia in your body and realigning your nervous system. And I was struggling with that at the beginning of the year, and she was like, oh, your body's like all out of whack. And so she had me do these things where she had me stretch out my hands and do some stuff with my legs. And then she was like, oh, I forgot the word she used about my elbows, but she was like, your elbows are basically more flexible than the average person. And so she was like, did you ever do gymnastics growing up? And I was like, no, but I was interested in it, and I just wasn't allowed to do it. And she was like, oh yeah, the way your body is like spandexy, she was like, you would have been really good at gymnastics because your body naturally goes further back at my knees and my elbows than the average person. That she was doing these stretches. So I was like, damn, see, yeah, that's why I was naturally into it. So my daughter, she's very flexible, and she's very into like flipping and climbing and all that stuff. So I know that she would be good for it, but I just got to find the right person and the right kind of class to put her in and meet her where she's at. But things like that, I try to talk to people who don't get it and people who are not into that, and they want me to do average shit, like, oh, put her in soccer, or oh, put her in a dance class. Like, no, she's not into that stuff. Why would I put her into something that she's not into, clearly? And so I'm just different than most people, and I'm different than the average parents, and I believe that you should invest in what your kids like, and you just be watching them, be in tune with your kids, and not trying to live vicariously through them, and not trying to make them do what everybody else says is normal or average or standard or typical. I'm very much against that. So yeah. And there's a couple other things that my daughter is into that's like so like me. So I'm like, oh, my daughter's like me, so I accept that. I'll accept that she's me and she's my child and I get her. That's why God gave her to me, because if he would have given her to anybody else, she'd be fucked up, yo. And I'm not even joking. How can I get in touch with you to play chess and Mass? You coming here next weekend? Dang, weekends are kind of hard because I really only have availability when my daughter's in school. Next weekend though. Oh, what? Okay, you can. I don't know how to. I don't know how to use. I was gonna say let's exchange numbers, but I don't think Instagram has like DMs or like a personal messaging system. I could be wrong. I don't really use this besides going live or making shorts right now. As long as I know ahead of time, so if I could plan something, and we could meet up for sure. I just don't know how to exchange contacts on here. So if you know, let me know. If not, I'm gonna wrap it up because I need to use the little girls' room and I need to charge my phone for at least 20 minutes before I get my daughter. So maybe I can go to your page and try to figure it. I don't know how to exchange. If you know how to exchange info on here, let me know. Or maybe I'll just try to go to your page. I don't know. And this is public, or else I would just write my number so you could send me a text. But I don't know how to do that. Oh, you can't see my email. Yeah, I need to really sit down and go through my channel. I'll try to figure that out for you, and then maybe I could go to your page and like comment on if you have anything on your page and be like, hey, here's my email. But my email, I can give you my email. Which email do I want to give you? I have so many of them. And my main one that I use it's so full. So if you send me an email to Businesswoman Mentality, and it's woman WOMAN, not E. Hi. Businesswoman Mentality at Gmail. That is the email that I'm using now. My main one is full and I refuse to buy storage. I need to just sit down and delete stuff from it, but yes. Businesswoman Mentality. Come on. Get out of here. Mentality. So mentality is MENTALITY. You have 2 I's, but yep. Businesswoman Mentality at Gmail. Send me a message there, and I'll connect with you. So that was my quick little India talk today. It was kind of all over the place, but thank you for rocking out with me. Thank you. No worries. You know, don't ever apologize unless you have to. That's a rule of thumb. I'm trying to stop saying rule of thumb ever since I learned out where it comes from. Thank you for loving my live. Maybe I can share that. So rule of thumb. I know it's a cliche thing to say, but rule of thumb comes from back in, like, I forgot what era, but back in the day, men used to measure on a measuring stick how the width of the measuring stick that they could beat their wives with. And it couldn't be any more than the size of their thumb. So they like measured their thumb, and then they knew the width of the measuring stick to beat their wives. So that's where that term rule of thumb comes from. So a little, I'm a wealth of knowledge. So if you didn't know that, now you know. Anyways, thank you for loving my life. I'm going to leave y'all with my messages. I know that they are near and dear to my heart and come from my own life experiences that I share, in hopes that it provokes thought and provokes encouragement for you to turn your life into a lifestyle. So, right? It is nuts. When I found that, I was like, dag, I'm not going to be using that terminology. But I said it yesterday too. So I have to find something to replace that with that's positive. But learning history is crazy. Anywho, I gotta go. So let me leave you my messages. Number one, don't let anybody label you. Those who label you or try to label you is because they want you to live in lack and not your purpose. And they see something in you that they don't want you to see for yourself. So they label you so that you will live and lead with the label and live a life of lack and limitations and not live in your purpose. So don't ever let anybody label you, including yourself. I need to add that, including yourself. Don't label yourself. 2, don't ever let anybody put you in a box. Those who try to put you in a box is simply because they cannot get out of theirs. And if you allow anyone to put you in a box, they will then try to put you in a ditch. Ask me how I know. Number 3, of course, don't forget to turn your life into a lifestyle. And you do that by taking your life into your own hands and participating in your own rescue. Because absolutely, positively, nobody is coming to save you. You must save yourself. And the way to save yourself is by taking your life into your own hands, okay? If you take time to tap into yourself more and out of the world less, and I can elaborate on that at a later time, but if you take time to tap into yourself more and out of the world less, you in return will save yourself from the life that your parents want you to live, the life that society tries to create for you to live in, and the life that the school systems and the job systems try to mold for you to live within. And you were not born to simply work a job, pay bills, and die. No, sir, no, ma'am. You were born for a purpose. And the way to figure out what your purpose is to simply figure out what problem you were born to solve. We all were born to solve a problem and make the world better. So you have to do your due diligence and figure out which problem you were born to solve. And then once you figure out what problem you were born to solve, you will then live within your purpose, and you will live the life which is your birthright, a life of abundance, prosperity, and a life of luxury. So that's how you turn your life into a lifestyle. So with that being said, send me the email, Get Fit. I'll look out for it. I can't promise that I'll look at it today, but before next weekend, I'll check out and I'll respond to you and we can connect. I'm so excited. You're not too far from me, and you come to Springfield already, so you're already familiar. But I'd love to connect with you. And bring your chess set. I don't have a chess set, so how are we gonna play? I hope you have one. Do you have a chess set? If not, I'll manifest a chess set within that time frame. But yeah, I gotta go. I got to. Thank you. You're very welcome. Okay, cool. You have one. Yay! I'm excited. I have to go, but I hope that you guys have an amazing day. I hope you stay hydrated. I hope you thank God for any food that you ate today, for any mobility that you have today, for waking you up today and giving you another day, blessing you. You are blessed beyond belief, then all glory go to God. So with that being said, have an amazing day. I might come on later and do a live. I've been saying this for the past couple of days, but the way the day goes, oh, it's Friday though. Oh, I might go out tonight. I don't know. Somebody asked me on a date and I'm trying to be like more open-minded. So we'll see. I don't know. I haven't heard anything from them. So I ain't chasing nobody. But anyways, I might get on later depending on how my evening goes. If not, I will be back tomorrow. I go live every single day. I just don't have a set time and schedule, but at least once a day. If you catch me, you catch me. If you don't, you don't. You got to get in where you fit in until I get more situated. So